Hello everybody, welcome to my new Sunday market breakdown. So we started the first pair GBPNZD on the daily. So what can we see on the daily on GBPNZD? We have a big bullish M fake out. So what can we see? We have here our first leg, second leg, third leg, big fourth leg, the correction. We have that impulse, correction, counter to the trend more. This is way impulsiver than this one. So this is my bullish M, bigger bullish M. So what can we see? Between all the blue candles here, you have one red candle which works like a magnet mostly of the time, so that's why we went to the downside. And now we closed a little bit below that, not below the fake out zone, so we can just still take it. So the thing we need to keep in mind is that we still have some space to the upside, because here is our bearish W that can play against us with this IC. So this can become here your support, and your resistance here. So this is the only thing that can play against us then if we go to the upside. So this is the thing where we need to be careful for. So then I will go to the weekly. What can you see on the weekly? The weekly is still bullish for me. We made here this low, high, low, higher high. So we had here this bullish M. You could see if I take my fib from this low here till this high, you had here a minus 60.80 fib completion. We didn't touch the 61.80, so yeah, it was not active yet. So if I take my fib from this high here till this low, you can see that we just didn't tap the 61.80 here. But if you take your fib a little bit higher from this low till this high, you can see we tapped it here, we just tapped it. But for me, why I will take this as a positive thing for me, the fib, is because we had here also fib completion from the high here till the low. We have a minus 27 fib completion in that zone, so this is also working for me. So that's why I also drew this fib here, and with this support zone here from the weekly, I just took a horizontal line on that weekly wick low, and you can see we had a clear resistance. This was back in 2020 in March. This was clear resistance, and if you look back, you need to look way back, but you can see there is some clear resistance points here, clear wicks here, also some support. So yeah, there is some point that the price maybe can find some support. So that's why I will count the fib with me there, because I have these things that align with that. So that's why. So we can also potentially make that fake out flag for going to the upside. So we will go now to the daily again. So the daily was clear. This was a daily bullish M fake out. So I will go to the 4 hour. And on the 4 hour, what can you see as pattern that we had? Because we need a pattern for that big bullish M. We have a shoulder 1, we have a head, shoulder 2. We have that impulse, and now we are coming more corrective, as you can see. If I go now to the 2 hour chart, you can see we have that impulse, and now you can have that impulse, smaller correction, bearish W potential, fib completion from that high here to that low potentially. So this can possibly happen. So this will be the trade I'm looking at. You can also take EURNZD. If I go to the daily, EURNZD, it's a little bit the same. The only thing that some people maybe misunderstand from this daily point is because we have here our low and this is our high. This you can see as one impulse lag, because the wicks go over into each other. So we can see this as one lag, you know. So we have here this low, this is our high, we have that bigger bullish M, first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, big correction. And we have now this daily bullish candle close. So now we can also look for that pattern on the 4 hour, because we have also that fake out from that daily low wick here, and we just didn't close below that from the daily. So we can now go to the weekly. And on the weekly, you can see we have some nice 3 out of 4 things with it. We have here that weekly trend. The trend is bullish. You have here that bigger bullish M here. You can also see it as this smaller bullish M. You can take your fib from this low here till this high. And we found also some resistance here, and here now we acted like support. So this is our clear supply and demand zone working for us. So we have the trend, the fib, the supply and demand zone, and the candle close. I think it's without us, because the thing is we have also that candle close just closing in the half of it. So yeah, you can say your candle close is not with you or against you, because these are the highs here from that institutional candle. These are the lows from that candle, and this is the middle. You can see, yeah, it's not working with us or against us. So for me, it's just 3 out of 4. Then I will go to the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour, you can see that we have here that shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2 potentially, price after an impulse can come back corrective, and then we can take it for our TP here, because if I take my fib from the low here till the high, you have a minus 27 fib aligning here. So a very nice thing to see on that potential inverted and shoulders. So then the last trade, USDHUF. If I go to the daily, this is a trade I was still looking at previous week that I took. This was a loss also, but yeah, now we can look further for that long. So on the daily, what can you see? You had here that bigger bullish M, first leg, second leg, third leg correction, and the fifth leg is in play, but we didn't touch the daily TP yet from this low fib till this high, like this here. This will be my daily TP. Take the round number 366500, like this. This will be your daily TP, so we still need to take it. So this smaller daily bullish M here can be a scale in, because we didn't tap the daily minus 27 yet, so this can be a scale in position. So this bullish M is still in play here, and we now made within that bullish M a smaller bullish M with that IC here. So the price likes to come back to that IC. So there's a high potential that we can tap that IC there, and then we can go to the upside to that daily minus 27 daily TP zone. So if I go now to the weekly, on the weekly, what can you see? We have 2 out of 4. For me, the candle close is not with us or against us, because this is just a doji for me. It's closing a little bit higher than this high week. As you can see, it's closing a little bit higher, but for me, it's not that clear for me. So doji it will be. So the trend is with us, because you had here this high, and then you had here this lower low, and we broke above it with this new high. So for me, it's bullish. This is the 1 out of 4, and the supply and demand. So this was here clear support, resistance, and we now acted as support here with this candle, with this wick that acted like support when the buyers kicked in from that region. So this is a clear 2 out of 4, and yeah, the fib, we didn't tap it from this low till this high, so we just didn't tap it. So this is just 2 out of 4. And then I went to the 4 hour. And what can you see on the 4 hour? We can see that you can have a potential shoulder 1 here, head, shoulder 2, within that a bullish M, then the impulse, corrective nature, potential smaller fib completion from this high till this low here, minus 27, sitting around that region. So this is a nice pattern within a pattern. You have that ascending trend line holding that price up. So this can play out very nicely, and you can take your trade there, just like this. Stop loss below the lows here from that bullish M. I take around 500, so it will be around 1,450. Like this will be around 1,450. just like this. So, and then if I take my fib from this low here till this high, your minus 27 is aligning here for around 3.5%. So this can be a very nice trade to take. So yeah, this was my SMB. I hope you liked it. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.